Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I will be reviewing the Ruthless Aurra Sing. Aurra Sing's allegiance is Bounty Hunter, and she has appeared in The Phantom Menace as well as the Clone Wars. She has only appeared in one LEGO set to date, being set number 7930, the Bounty Hunter gunship, even though we never see her in this gunship during the Clone Wars. Likewise, she only has one minifigure variant, which does a pretty good job of accurately depicting many aspects of the character. But I would personally love an updated version of Aurra Sing without the animated eyes. Aurra Sing is a Palliduvan, a species known for their chalk white skin and their long bony fingers. This species is pretty rare in the Star Wars universe, since the only other Palliduvan species we see is Valak, who is a female pirate from the Star Wars Resistance show. Her planet bears a similar name, being Palliduva, which is located on the far right side of the galaxy map, which is actually in wild space, explaining why the species is so rarely seen. Aurra Sing first appeared for literally 2 seconds in The Phantom Menace, where she is seen casually watching the Bunta Eve pod race. Since then, her character grew and expanded in Legends material, until her next canon appearance being in the Clone Wars, where we see her pop up several times as a mentor for Boba Fett, and then as a bounty hunter working for Zero the Hutt.
Your friends, who I'm going to jettison into the unknown. That would be poetic.
And then the only other time her name is mentioned is in the Solo movie, where Beckett says this.
Guys, Beckett, you killed Aurra Sing.
Pushed her. Pretty sure the fall killed her.
You did the galaxy a favor that day. Me especially. I owed her a lot of money, and as a token of my gratitude.
But now let's get into the ratings. Aurra Sing is a very skilled sniper, as seen here, taking out several Coruscant guards in seconds from a great distance. She was clearly very comfortable using any form of blaster, including her dual blaster pistols she always kept on her. I don't see her pilot much other than speeder bike in Slave 1 briefly before crashing it, but she was well versed in piloting as well. For these reasons, I'm giving her a skill rating of 29. The next category is knowledge. Aurra Sing was a highly skilled and experienced assassin. We see her nearly succeed in assassinating Padme Amidala, demonstrating patience, planning, and a precise execution before ultimately being thwarted by Ahsoka. Beyond her marksmanship though, Aurra shows strong tactical awareness and adaptability, often operating independently and surviving in dangerous criminal circles. She is both cunning and fearless, with an intellect that complements her combat skills and allows her to outmaneuver Jedi on multiple occasions. For these reasons, I gave her a knowledge rating of 30. Next up is the Force rating. Aurra Sing was Force sensitive as a child and was accepted into the Jedi Order, where she began training towards becoming a Jedi Knight. For reasons that have not been established in canon, she ultimately left the Order and fell into the criminal underworld, becoming a bounty hunter and an assassin. Although she retained her Force sensitivity clearly, we never actually see Aurra actively using Force abilities in the Clone Wars, suggesting that her connection may have weakened or gone largely untrained after leaving the Jedi path. For these reasons, I gave her a Force rating of just 1. The last internal trait is leadership. We see Aurra Sing in the Clone Wars leading a small group of bounty hunters as she attempts to help young Boba Fett take revenge on Mace Windu. During this time, she acts as something of a mentor to Boba. Their dynamic is actually explored even further in the now Legends Boba Fett series, which was one of my absolute favorite books series growing up. However, beyond this period, Aurra rarely takes on sustained leadership roles. The only other times we see her is operating as a partner to Cad Bane, or working independently on assignments such as her job for Zero the Hutt to assassinate Padme. While she clearly possesses the experience and authority to lead when needed, she generally prefers working independently over command. So for these reasons, I gave her a leadership rating of 0.5. So in total, she has 29 skill, 30 knowledge, 1 force, and zero point 0.5 leadership for a total internal rating of 60.5. But now let's look at her external categories, with the first being armor. Aurra Sing definitely didn't wear any armor, preferring her orange jumpsuit, which allowed for greater agility. This gives her an armor rating of 0. Next up is gear. One of the most distinctive features of Aurra Sing is her comlink antenna that protrudes from her skull. This allows her to communicate with others immediately. We see her use it here.
Bosk, can you hear me?
Roger.
Execute the hostages if I give the word.
I know the minifigure doesn't showcase this, and honestly, I don't really know how they would represent it, but I'm going to count it since we never see Aurra Sing without it. So I'm going to add a +1 to her gear rating for this built-in comlink. Being that there is only one variant of the figure, she will be classified as Class A with a power of 61.5. The last category is weaponry. She comes equipped with 2 blaster pistols in her one set, since she loves using her twin blaster pistols in close combat. Each one of these blaster pistols will add a +0.5 to power, if equipped. So let's look at an example. This is Aurra with both of her blaster pistols for a total power of 62.5, with the breakdown being 29 skill, 30 knowledge, 1 force, 0.5 leadership, 1 gear, and 1 weapon. And now looking at my personal collection, I own just one of this minifigure, and I actually haven't given her any weapons yet. So her power is just 61.5. But that added to my Bounty Hunter faction brings my Bounty Hunter total up to 774.5 and my total character power up to 5,767. Aurra Sing is such a cool bounty hunter, so I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. Let me know if you ever read those Boba Fett books that I talked about in the comments section. You can find all of my ratings so far at my website, lukebrickwalker.com. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.